Alrighty then, people. I'm back. Multiple ways more than one. But anyway, we have returned to MS Saga. So, and I just got back from a massive business trip and I feel like killing a bunch of shit. Because, yeah, that's just how I am. And I need to record at the same time, and I don't think you guys want to see me get a KDR of 17 on Call of Duty. Because, except for me getting to kill a bunch of people, that's really boring. But anyway, we are back to MS Saga. It has been a while. I have got us back to whatever we were, and in the time I've been talking to a couple of my brothers and some of my friends who have all played this, and one of my older brothers did a speedrun of this on Something Awful back in like 2008, and he taught me a couple of tricks. One of which is in exploiting the Moon Arc to get the Sandrock early. And if you want to see me just do that and completely beat this game, well, at least get through the second part pretty quickly without much issue, because the end of the first part boss with the Sandrock, you can solo him. It's really easy. But if you want to see me do that, I will. I'm a little weaker because I didn't do the like 12 hours of train, or well, 3 hours, but I killed like 12,000 golden GMs. I killed an absolute shitload of them because I had time. Where are they? I think they're on this side. Sorry, this isn't very interesting. Speed armor. Golden GMs. These things. I showed you how to get good G caps, or E caps. These are how you get good gold. You get no experience from them, and you can get smoke bombs, which sell for a lot of gold too. But you get 1,000 credits every time you hit one of these. If you give Trimi the Golf and a Lance, like that one you picked up in the mine in Eldar Samana, and you speed Lancer at the beginning of the turn, you will kill one of these guys in one hit. It's not an issue. You can also use Fritz to grenade him if you have Fritz as fast as I do, but most people don't. And on that note, status, normal stuff, you know, same way I left it, fully upgraded, have all the weapons. Well, I didn't think that was going to load. It lags. I'll explain that a little later. The only change is everyone has large type propellant and an enhanced wing. These are G-Cap items you can get in Eisengrad. Hunt GM tanks down in the bottom of India to get them. I'll show you another place later, either this episode or the next one. It's fairly easy, but I did a bunch of that, and he also has a Zegot Claw. You can buy them in Port Marley, or you can pick them up from the pirates. I think I got this one from the pirates. I don't remember. Yeah, Zaku 2 with Fritz. He has a GM sniper arm, 2 shoulders. He also has a... Oh, it doesn't show you. Damn. Well, he also has a beam sniper rifle. You get that up in Fort Berg in a locked chest. I didn't know about that, but beam weapons are incredibly... no enemies early on in the game are immune to beam weapons, and beam weapons do a lot of damage. So, I was told about that and I went and got it. It takes 1 more AP to fire it, like the bazooka, but it's really, really good. It's like way better than the Magellan Top Cannon, and that's really good for this part of the game. The only reason you get rid of it is because it's so big. This one's huge too, but I did a bunch of I did like 700 damage in one shot to the Zommel, and you can get it at almost any time. I'll show you where Fort Brigg is up on the map. Then this is Aeons. Pretty much kind of the same thing, but with a cannon and a bazooka. Large type wing and enhanced wing and large type propellant. Starts with 6 AP, can do her mega fire in the first turn. Yeah. Anything else? Not really. They both have Zaku 2 Kais. These are Char Zakus, pretty much. Yeah. You get enough E-caps early on where it doesn't matter. I should change her over to a gun cannon just to show you guys, but I don't think I'm going to do that. Basically, all it has is a large attack radius, or a large inventory slot, which allows it to get some of the better weapons early on, but I don't use it very much, and I like having the massive amounts of speed this has, so I'm going to stay with this. Yeah, this is Trimi's. It's just a GM command. I haven't even upgraded it. I should give it Dom legs, but I don't want to make a Dom just to give him legs. Instead of a large type propellant, I left her with her default HP part and heat barrier, and the wings are Rick Diaz. The large type wings are the Rick Diaz wings. You can get those at Eldar Simana for a little bit cheaper than the enhanced wings in Eisengrad. They're also E-cap items. Both her and Gavinger have them, though he has enhanced propellant, not large type propellant. I'm not sure what mobile suit these are for. I think it's for the camphor. But yeah, and then he also has the same Rick Diaz wings. So it's a Rick Dom. So it's a Rick Dom instead of Rick Diaz. Which, later on you do go into space, and you can bring a Dom and a Golf into space. They never really explain you how that happens, but it just does. But anyways, yeah, and that's all there. As far as credits, look at the bottom left of the screen. Have a shit ton of them. I used to have more, but I upgraded everyone fully, and yeah, I bought every item I could think of. So yeah, and I haven't sold items in mobile suits yet, but I have a bunch of credits. The time, just kind of ignore that. I played it in like 500 frames per second, so it's a little bit higher than it should be. All these people are kind of the same level as they were before. And, oh yeah, equipment-wise. The Dom Heat Saber. All this is, you can buy an Eldar Samnia or Samana. Long-range rifle. I can't show you the map inside the game right now, or inside a city, but later on I'll start showing you the map. You get this at Fort Berg. It's in the northeast. Yes. It's top right. Northeast. I think that's correct. But anyways, you get this in Fort Berg, and you can... it's one hacking tool to get it. You can get there at almost any time. The enemies aren't all that tough, and you can find golden GMs there. So I figured that out and got him one of those. This stuff, buy it at Eldar Samnia. Same with this, and I still have Gavinger with the Tomahawk and a giant bazooka. Very Dom-like equipment. I don't really use Gavinger. He just heals right now. When we get to the end of the first part and we have to fight that boss, I'll start actually using him, but till then he's kind of useless. And he gets training, so it can't hurt. So, we are in Eisengrad. If you went and watched the end of the last episode or don't remember at all, our next mission is to go to the palace to talk to the King, Emperor, Commander person. This is streaming. Oh, yeah. I should probably show you Char. Whatever his name is. Oh, 7 minutes of talking about weird crap. Yeah, so... Oh, Char's not here. Never mind. So yes, the Captain Hull is a guy in a mask. And you don't expect him to betray you for what reason? This is in fact a Gundam game, and it's not Quattro. Which, Quattro did kind of betray them too. Just saying. But Char is my favorite character, so I will stop being mean to Hull. But he's the Char-esque character. I really... Oh, yeah, this. Basically, we just broke the back of a siege that, for some reason, they couldn't do it themselves when 4 people with 5 mobile suits could do it. So, I really hate this place because there's a ramp behind this box. How would you know that? You wouldn't. And then, yeah, this pipe is really annoying to walk on. It's like, yeah, and then you... We received 1,000 credits. I don't need them. I have a shit ton of them. You can't go any more this way. Okay. Yeah, I really hate these like forced perspective or stuff where you have to walk without being able to see the correct perspective. It bothers me a lot. A repair kit DX. Those heal you 500 HP instead of the 150. I think they repair you more than the other one. And then there's a chest down here, and an ECAP S. I actually need those because I spent all of them to get Gavinger and Trimi equipment before I left, before I went to do the siege. I did a lot of the training earlier on and totally forgot that I got more people. And yeah, they have just what I could afford at the time since I couldn't go back to Eisengrad. I will get them normal equipment later because I'm going to show you guys another place to get ECAPs. But I haven't got there yet. We'll probably get there at the end of this episode or midway through the next one. Oh, there's a hacking tool. That's actually important. Till later on in the game, you don't get enough hacking tools. Which, later on you can buy them, but... Yeah, you don't get enough now, and it's really not worth it to... Well, you should know what you're spending it on, because some of the stuff is really useless, like 5 repair kits. when you can just buy those. Oh, and then there's this one. It's behind the boxes. Because they hate you. A lot. But anyway. Another E-cap. Still need those, and... we can't just pick up this green. Oh, wait, you can walk behind it. I didn't know that. Oh, and there's a chest back here. Ooh, an EM pack. Those in battle will give you a little bit more energy. If you're not, like, min-maxing it like I am, yeah, you'll actually have to use those. I probably won't, since all my characters start out with 6 energy in the beginning of battle, and they just gain more of it as time goes on. So, before we go to the palace, which is up there, and you get to see something really awesome, we need to go back and go to the residential, or the upper-class residential area. Which, if you remember the economy in this world, they have giant machines that produce anything, including food. There is no reason for money, and yet they're still poor people. I guess you can say there's an energy trade, but later on they say you can make energy using it too, so it's kind of pointless. There's people in that house, you can talk to them, but they're kind of pointless. What we want is in this house. Random maid, I don't think... Yes, the maid knows about you. Not surprising at all. I think this is the wrong room. Yeah, this is the kitchen, never mind. One of those really useless rooms they textured for some reason. Instead of just having the door locked. Because that's important to the game. But anyway. More books. Yeah, tactics. If you have units in the back, they regenerate energy at 1 energy per turn instead of 2 energy per turn, but they can't get attacked. And they heal like 100 HP per turn, so right now that's kind of useful. Later on, sucks like hell. But anyway, there's 10 GM sniper data. Now, I will not tell you when we're getting a GM sniper because that would be spoilery, but we don't need that data. Random lady. Oh yeah, you can't... yeah, I forgot you can't steal stuff from people in this. You can open chests, but you can't open like cupboards and crap. But yeah, we're just, you know, sacking the rich people's houses for money that we don't really need money. Because even later on, you'll find out that arms merchants produce weapons using G systems. So there's really no reason to not have one everywhere. Or there's really no reason to have money. They have them everywhere, too. Theoretically, the energy is the shortcoming because they need E-caps to generate it, but somebody will say that they can make E-caps later on when you're over in the second part. So, there's absolutely no reason. But anyway, this is the cool part. Now, just get a good look at it. 2 campers in a custom paint job. You can't actually get that paint job. I've wanted it for many times I've played this. Can't get it. Oh, and also, Eisengrad guards and yeah, I think it's the Xeon infantry use AKs. Those look more like an AK and a G3 crossed, but they use AKs. Like, one of the books actually said they use the AK-74. I know things about guns. But anyway, we're finally going into the palace. And there's Resner. The person you never actually call by her first name. Okay, so there might be a massive lag spike when we're in this place. I won't tell you why because it's important later on, but basically it checks for an event to see if it happens or not, and even if it hasn't happened, it starts loading the event. But first, I think there's two storage rooms in this there's two storage rooms in this palace. Okay, these are the archives. The other one's a storage room then. But anyway, there's chests in here. There's also... This is where you get some of the background information on what really happened. If you want to know what actually happened, you're kind of out of luck. They don't tell you at all. But anyway, chests. Camphor data. Because, we're going to get a camphor way later in the game. And Hyzak data, it's actually important. Because we'll get some Hyzak in a few minutes. But yeah, the Dom. Doms are strong and fast, but they're really heavy. Gun cannon. They're ranged units, so they're slow. But later on, if you give Aeon one, it doesn't really matter because she's really fast. I keep clicking the same one. I think it's this one? Yeah. Gaian and Keklog. That's important. So they have access to the Xeon mobile suits, but they don't have access to the Titans mobile suits just yet. Which they're secretly not telling you, but building Cubelays in the background. Because, they need Marisize when they can produce Cubelays by the billion. And Gundams, for that matter. But you won't find out about that just yet. There's also another storage area which has something very, very useful. Is this the one who literally tells you to rob the storehouse? Commander Gustav just gave us permission to raid him. So, 3,000 credits. An armor upgrade kit. I have a bunch of those already. I'm saving them for when we get Gundams, and upgrades are like 10,000 credits per upgrade. And then I'll probably save those to really late. Attack upgrade. And an ECAP L. That's the important thing. You don't get enough of those in that game to get every unit. You have to skip out on 2 units, or 2 mobile suits. I have the cheat in for unlimited L caps, just so I could show you guys most, if not all, the mobile suits. But this game, they restrict you from getting 2, so if you don't get the gun cannon, and you don't build your own Golf or Dom later on, you can get every suit in the game. It's fine. You also don't need to produce GM Commander, GM Sniper. A couple of the Gundams later on you can get if you wait a little while. So, if you just wait a little bit, you can get most of the suits. Oh, these are the offices. I'll talk to them anyway. I think there's Resner's. Either that or it's Fatty McFattinson's. Oh yeah, it's Fatty McFattinson. So... this is just that random dick military officer who doesn't really do anything. And then... his 12-year-old assistant. But the one thing about this is... oh, that's 3, never mind. I don't remember. I think the first one's here, but I'm not sure. Yeah, okay, so the first one isn't here. I don't know where it is, but... basically, they developed a bunch of mobile suits, and they used it to kill all the bandits that were messing with them. This is one of the points in the game where you actually get backstory. I think this is the only point where you get a lot of backstory if you want it, and they don't even explain the true backstory of this game. So you just kind of have to guess. If you read one of the Japanese strategy guides, I think it was that one that came out in 2009, in the very end they told you what the developer said really happened. I don't know if the wiki has it anymore, but they used to have it there. I think they like cut down the wiki a while ago for some reason. But anyway, that's King, Emperor, Commander, Dustov, you know, General Sosei, and random guys with the same face who either wear hats or don't. And his beard will clip through his clothes anytime he moves. Five ECAP S's. Again, very useful for me. By this point in the game, it might be useful for you, but I wasted all mine. And 10,000 credits. He already let us rob the storeroom. I don't really care what he wants. Yeah, anyway, that was talking to the commander. We will never talk to him again. I don't think any of these guys say anything important. And there's no chest around here. These are the guardsmen who don't carry guns. Oh, well, technically they carry those weird, those weird Mauser pistols. Probably the Chinese ripoff of the Mauser pistol too, because these guys follow the Xeon equipment schedule, and so they have all these old weapons for no reason. Oh yeah, and then this is Reznor's office. This is what gives you the idea that she's actually important when she will ditch you. She'll ditch the army for like a long time for no reason. Though of course this game is supposed to take place along 10 days. But it doesn't. It takes multiple months. I don't care if it's lying, that's what happens. Yeah. Just more combat stuff that doesn't really matter. Swords are best, lances, then axes, then fist. Yeah. Boost attacks take energy. Later on you'll see me equip a lot of units with just the fist. But that's because they don't have room for other stuff. Fists generally are the worst. Axes take 2 energy to use, and lances don't let you do most of the normal boosts. So swords are always better. Yeah. She was expecting someone tougher than us. Frankly, I was too. I really wish they would give you a costume change. But you know, dressing him like Ellie from Double Zeta has to happen. Eventually. And also, I think he has Asian eyes and they just didn't want to make it look like it. I don't think that's racist. I don't really care. I won't edit that out. But anyway, there's going to be a massive lag spike. I don't know if you guys will be able to tell because of the YouTube processing. But it's getting anywhere from about 45 to 50 frames right now. If you want me to tell you why, I'll tell you I'll comment on it, but it's really spoilery, so. Basically, it loads a fight way later in the game every time you walk around Eisengrad, even though it's nowhere near Eisengrad. We have a message from Hall to go meet him back at the Unicorn base. And one last look at the campers. Because I want one really bad and I want that paint job, but you can't customize the paint job that much. I really wish you could, like, even subsections like the Saints Row way of clothing customization. I would love that. But nope, this game doesn't have it. You just get broad colors. Too bad they never would make a second version, or a second one of this game. This was the worst selling Gundam game out there. Still love it, but... Anyway. We are about to get one of the better decisions in this game, and and also we're about to get something as the reason why I stocked up on so much money before recording this, because a little later on I wouldn't have felt like it. But anyway, we have to go upstairs and go talk to Hall. So... You actually told us yesterday more. Or you actually told us in the morning you wanted to talk to us after it was over. But you know, just in case you forgot. Yes, that place that I got the beam sniper rifle. I'll show you where it is when we leave the town. Well, we still need to do generic anime protagonist-y things. We haven't even been accused of being a pervert yet. Remember, they have giant machines that make anything, and they have arms dealers. Okay. And yet he is going to give us more weapons because, you know, he's a good military officer. So, here's the choice. And generally this, you should give it to Tristan since the golf sucks really bad. The Gagalog, which is an all-around, it has about minimal melee and actually some good range. I don't like having Tristan with range because I never use him as a range, so I'm going to take the Guyan, which has an insane amount of melee. But we aren't going to produce this mobile suit just yet, because I'll show you why. Yeah, so we got 50 Guyan data. We don't get an LCAP for that. That's why you had to go into the palace and pick that one up. Because if you did it the first time through and just went and talked to the commander, you would have missed it. And you would be short one LCAP for, you know, the entire game. Since I'm pretty sure after we leave now, we can't go back there. But anyways, we got all the weapons and equipment we need. I have a ton of money left over. So, we're about to go do the next part in the story. And then I think I'll end the episode, because it's getting kind of long, and then record the next one. Because that way it actually gets interesting. And I'll show you guys another place to get ECAPs and some good new weapons. Yes, she is the top customer at the black market. If you go to Mary's house before this and talk to Trimi, she'll talk about Mary, and at this point she'll still not know who that is. But anyway, Mary is one of the top arms dealers. Or one of the top customers at an arms dealers. You wanna know why? You wanna know why she lives in the middle of the woods and needs lots of weapons? And who she's selling them to? Good, because I do too. Seriously, they never explain it at all. And I've already got all the stuff. They just talk about the arms dealers. I had a massive lag spike. So, something I didn't notice. That is a GM command head. I am really stupid and didn't notice this till someone mentioned it. Whoops, I'm on Switch. And that's config. I can read. Look. Look at the head. That's a GM command head with the V. So it's like the it's the precursor to the Gundam Hazel, since this game came out before that manga was over. But anyway, and see those two arms and that head in the background? There is a Zaku 2 there, so they do tell you that how Aeon got the Zaku 2. The fact that it's still there is kind of confusing. There's supposedly a mobile suit hangar underneath the house. I didn't notice that, and I had to have somebody else tell me. But they do warn you of that. But anyway. Whoops. More ridiculousness is about to get piled up. Oh, also, Mary's character is supposedly over 100 years old. Whoops, I just skipped past the name. Shit, go back a couple of seconds, I didn't mean to do that. She has some really ridiculous name. Yeah, it's like Oshida something Tokita. Started over 60 years ago. Also, fictional history. God, I love this game. Not false history like it's supposed to be. Fictional history. You know, history that didn't happen. She was also spying on us the entire time. She knows everything we do. You'll find that out later. And now we can go buy shit from the black market. Which, in Eldar Samana, you could already do that for some reason. Probably so you'd have access to a Dom if you really wanted one. But there was that guy in Eisengrad that wouldn't let you buy stuff unless you had the ticket. So we're about to go back to that guy. Everyone magically disappears. That same anime. They have like 4 animations and everyone has the same exact ones. Walking's all the same, the like random shrug, and then the hand pump. And then the pointing. It's like everyone has the same 4. But anyway, we're going back to Eisengrad now. Oh yeah, there's no... Definitely, that's what she did. I knew it. That's why she wanted you to protect Aeon. Seriously, Fritz just makes fun of her for no reason. Actually, yes. Remember also that Gavinder does work for the unicorns. We have already established this. He's also 24, even though he looks like 40. Alright, and now we're just going to go back to the black market for funsies, and I'll show you why. And we'll finally stop gliding everywhere. Whew. So now we need to go to the poor district so we can find the black marketer who doesn't sell stuff that would actually sell to anyone but us. Well, unless you usually go down to the black market for stuff. Go down to the really poor district for stuff you can't get anywhere else. Be kind of weird. Like, he doesn't even sell, like, handheld guns. He sells mobile suit parts. Or, yeah, something like that. There's this guy. See? This is why I have so much money. And so I can buy a shitload of data of everything. And I actually got a little bit much. We're not buying GM Sniper data because one gets given to us later. But we could make a GM Sniper now and give it to Fritz. Or at least give all the parts to Fritz. Because if we leave him with the Zaku 2 body, he keeps 3... the Zaku 2 body allows him to have an extra energy per turn, which is really, really useful. Probably what will happen is Aeon's getting the Hyzak, Trimi's getting the Gegalog, or Gelgog, and Tristan's getting the Gaian. Yeah, sure, why not? I'll make those before this episode's over. It'll be an extra long episode since I haven't recorded in like 5 months. And hopefully the lag doesn't make it look that bad. Yeah. Thing stupidly starts loading stuff that doesn't exist yet. It's just bad programming. And there's also the fact that my hardware isn't good enough to fully emulate this game later on. But I should be able to upgrade by the time that'll get to a really big issue. It'll lag really bad with the end of the first part boss, but it should be okay after that. And mostly that battle only lags because of the snow effects. Because it tries to make them like transparent or whatever. Oh. And I forgot to show you Fort Brig. I don't remember what's in there, so it's not all that useful. My whole body's about to disappear if I would have kept going. Everything but my left shoulder would disappear. It happens a lot more often with the GM, but you can start seeing it eventually on the emulator. It's really funny too later when you have like the Gundam Wing or the Death Scythe, because the wings will stay there, but you'll just turn invisible. And, yeah. But we have 99 data of everything, using another stealth system. Oops, didn't mean to hit that yet. We'll use that in a second. We have enough golf data. I did some training, bought enough... I actually bought that Dom data, don't ask why. But making a Gaian, a Gelgog, and a Hyzak. I might go back and get Gavinger Gelgog too if I feel like it. But I think at this point right now I'm just going to give him my golf. Oh yeah, and the eye on the Gaian looks really, really bad if you don't render it large enough. Like, it starts to like blink and the eye will disappear and the stuff around its eye will start combining. It's really strange. So, for this you might want to just always set it to 2 times. Yeah. Gelgog looks cool, but you might want to always set it to 2 times native resolution. And can't remember if the Hyzak is better than the GM, the Zaku 2 Kai. I can't remember. Yeah, Hyzak shoulders and Hyzak spikes are better than golf spikes and Zaku shoulders. So more than likely, I'll make a couple more of those just to do it. But I have 94 ECAPs right now. I used a cheat or a hack to give me 95 of them, which you can find it by googling MS Saga Game Shark codes. And I just did that so I can show you guys all of them, or most of all of them, mobile suits. I'll even show you stuff like Death Army and other ones that shouldn't be in the game because they're just that terrible. Probably the only one I won't show you is Master Gundam, and that's because of the last dungeon. I am not doing that shit. Oh, fuck, I should show you Fort Berg. But yeah, the last dungeon is ridiculous. Like, they have multiple enemies that will kill all four of your will kill all three of your party members on the first turn. So it really just becomes luck of how long you can survive without them killing you. But see up to the top right of Asia, kind of like in the middle of Russia, that red spot, that's Fort Berg. You can get there at any time after you're allowed to go to Port Marley. Just go around and then up, and you'll eventually reach some Arctic area, and just cross through that, keep going top right, and you'll eventually find it. They won't let you in the doors just yet, but you can get to the beam sniper on your way in. But I'm gonna go save, because if I run this any longer, it's not gonna render. So, that was a lot of talking and not really much done. I will make another episode in a second. But yeah, if you want me to, I can play this with Sandrock and totally murder everyone for no apparent reason, because I really shouldn't have a Sandrock this early in the game. That's mobile suits for like the beginning of part 2 to the middle of it, and you can pretty much solo the first part boss with it at this point in the game. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, yeah, I don't know.